Baseball's
Welcome back. I'm Andrew Brummett. I'm sitting here with Razorback outfielder Jake Arledge. Jake, let's go back to your high school days. What schools were talking to you in high school that, like what colleges wanted you to come play baseball?
I had a few, schools talk to me. One of them was San Francisco State, briefly, and a little bit of San Jose State talked to me a little bit. But what grabbed my attention was CBU, California Baptist University. They recruited me pretty hard out of high school, and I committed there and went there for a year.
So you're from Huntington Beach, California. Tell us like how much different Huntington Beach is compared to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's pretty different. The style's different. People dress differently. They talk differently. They have southern accent, obviously. They're a lot nicer people here, I tell you that. People are very respectful, and I love it here. It's pretty cool.
So the ocean was within walking distance from your house, you were telling me. So explain to me how different that is to be here, where lakes are the closest thing that you have here.
I don't know. It's pretty cool growing up where I live. It's a great city, but it's like you said, it's a lot different. Riding my skateboard to the beach, on a summer day or whatever, and now here I gotta drive, 20 miles or 50 miles to go wherever I want. So it's a little bit different, but it's pretty cool.
So what were you doing when you were in high school? Say when you were a high school senior playing baseball, what was your hobbies outside of baseball?
I'd always go hang out with my buddies. We go out, go to the beach, play beach volleyball. We go frisbee golfing. That was kind of a big thing. We played, any other sport, basketball, baseball. Anything, fishing. We did it all. It was pretty fun. It's a little bit of surfing, a little bit of boogie boarding and stuff.
Did you ever think you'd end up here playing baseball at the top conference in baseball? Did you ever think you'd end up here?
No, not in a million years. As a high schooler, I really wanted to go to, Long Beach State or Fullerton, and it didn't work out. It was kind of small, but in no way I would think I'd be here right now.
What was your biggest accomplishment or biggest memory you have from playing baseball in high school in California?
Definitely playing in the state championship with my friends and my teammates who I played baseball with since we were like 6 years old. We've all played. It was like 19 of us. We all played together, and we played in the state championship at Dodger Stadium. We didn't win, but that was the best memory by far.
Do you remember how you did in that state championship game?
I think I went 1 for 3. I think that's about it. Caught a few balls in the outfield on the warning track, but it was a tight game. It was 1-0.
So playing in Dodger Stadium, greats have played there. Right now you've got Clayton Kershaw pitching for him. Back then, what were you thinking playing on the same field as those type of guys?
It was pretty cool. I stepped on the first time I ever stepped on a big league field, and I was sitting in center field, and I'm like, man, this is where Matt Kemp's. At the time, he was on the team. Like, this is where Matt Kemp plays, man. This is pretty sweet, This is where all the big leaguers play. This is where Kirk Gibson hit that home run with the hurt leg and stuff. It was all coming to me, but I was definitely focused for that game for sure.
And so, but at that time, you didn't think you would ever probably play professional baseball, did you?
No, not at all. I just think I was going to play, maybe a D2 school or community college a few years and get on and move on with my life and try to become a fireman.
So you said you wanted to be a fireman. Why do you want to be a fireman?
I I seen my dad was a battalion chief for Huntington Beach for 30 plus years. My brother is a paramedic now for LA County. My uncle's a captain for LA County. It's kind of run in our family, and I see how successful and how their lifestyles have been, and I just wish to follow in their footsteps.
So is that something you see yourself after baseball, or do you see yourself playing professional baseball, or going straight from college to going back home to be a firefighter at Huntington Beach?
It's just, so far this life's been a journey, and I think one thing and I plan on something, and something else just happens, in a different direction. So I plan to play baseball as long as I can, but when someone tells me I can't play anymore, I'm going to go back home and start on that career of being a fireman.
So you were telling me before this interview started that you had a coach tell you that you were too small and too slow to play D1 baseball. Now you're playing at the number 15 college D1 school right now. What does that mean to you? What made you persevere past that?
It was, when he told me that, it was one of the coaches told me that from Fullerton, and I was just kind of, I knew my talent. I knew, I wasn't that big or whatever, but I knew I could play D1 ball. I knew it, and I just, kind of used it as fuel to build that confidence up and, and get to where I'm at today.
All right, Jake. Well, thank you for coming in today. For Jake Arledge, I'm Andrew Brummett. We'll send it back to you.